Hey guys, how's it going? Bearded here. Welcome back to the search for Factorum. So, as you can see behind me here, I was busy in between episodes. Been working on shaping out the ship here, getting airlocks in, doing things. I haven't quite figured out the airlock thing, but I have some ideas. That's from last episode. But this episode, I think what we're going to do is we're going to prepare to go down to the alien planet. So I've got some ideas there, and I think what we'll do is we'll go into the bridge area and we'll go over that because I'm getting a little toasted by the sun here. So yeah, let's get into it. What? What? Scavenger drones. Oh man. Wow. Are you coming back? Come on back. Do the thing. Make it happen. He's coming. Let's get in the seat here. Oh. Oh, bugger hit me. We're gonna get back into the sun so I can keep making food. Wow. Holy cow. Well, that's the first that's happened. I guess I should go check the damage. I don't think we got too much damage. He didn't hit us very hard. And my cannons weren't going off, so I think I might be out of ammo with that. So we're gonna have to look at that. Are you damaged? You're not damaged. He kind of hit up here though, didn't he? Oh, I see damage. Nothing major. Is that it? Maybe a little down here. Cool. So there's that. He's moving away, so I don't know if he'll eventually not send drones at me. But okay, welcome. Guess we just get started with it. So this is the idea I came up with to shape this out a little better than last episode. I kind of like this. I think it's cool. Little rounded windows, so when you're going up the staircase you can kind of look out and get more views of space. It's cool. But I like it. I think I'm gonna go with it, and I started mirroring it over here. I don't think I'm gonna make access down to the front of the ship here, just because that's hard, and I have a lot of conveying going on there that I don't want to interrupt and reroute. So a little bit of laziness on my part, but that's okay. We can still get up here and do the things. But I'm gonna pause that for now, unless I get really bored or stuck. Whoa. What we're gonna do this episode is work on the cargo drop pod and the supply drone to go down to the planet so we can set up a base, which I think will be fun. So I think what I'm gonna do is we'll get in the ship and I'll get him closer to the planet, and we'll just get just outside of the gravity well so we can make a good drop and not have a problem with it. And then we'll set up a little station there. I'm gonna make sure I got ammo, and we're gonna start doing some stuff, planning some stuff, making a cargo drop, and see if we can't get to the surface this episode. If we don't, no big deal. I've decided I'm not gonna be in a hurry with things because I wanna do it right and I wanna have fun doing it. So there you go. Let me get some stuff moved around and make some ammo, and then, yeah, we'll get busy. Oh, there's the gravity. Pull up, pull up, pull up. We are falling. I'm gonna have to turn on my hydrogen. Turn off my dampeners. Come on. There we go. Turning around. Come on. There we go. Now we can stop. Holy cow. It's a big ship. You know, might have to add some more thrust just when I get into those situations. Man. Okay. We made it though. Whoa. Hello. So I kind of want to see. Let's get to a stop here. Okay. Oh, that looks pretty mountainous down there. I was hoping to maybe get just over an ice lake or something. So we have plenty of ice to deal with hydrogen situations and whatnot. It looks like there's an ice lake over there. It's so hard to tell on this planet. But that looks pretty mountainous. I might try to reposition the ship over that little planed area there. I don't know if that's a good idea. Let's do that. Maybe I'll put a camera on the bottom. That's what I'll do. I'll put a camera on the bottom of the ship so we can see what's going on just below us. And I can just stay right outside of the gravity well and we'll see if we can't pick a spot probably over there. Try to get right above it. Let's do that. All right, we'll put this camera right there. View that. That's number 6. That's facing downward. We want to go over this way. Oh, I think I'm all right. We'll go down like this. Turn our dampeners off. And we'll just skim the top of the gravity well here and see if we can't get this camera right over that plane up there. I see a big ice lake. I think that'll be a good drop right there. I like it. All right, I'll jump back in when we get kind of centered over where we want to drop, and then we'll work on getting our cargo pod and our drone going. Oh, we're getting close. There's the ice lake I was aiming for. I'm gonna get right above it, and then we'll park ourselves, and we'll be ready. There we go. All right, we're pretty much over the lake. Let's we'll stop. Control 1. We're gonna slow ourselves down. There we go. Take another look. Yeah, we're pretty much right over it. What I want to do before we settle in is we'll turn off our dampeners and we're just gonna go down nice and slow till we hit the gravity well, and then we'll stop, come back out. I want to get as close as I can. That way I know I'm aligned with gravity and we can go right to that lake. Trying to be smart. Oh, there's the gravity. Back up. As soon as we get out of gravity, we'll go a few meters and then we'll stop. Okay, we're out. And let's stop there. Take a look at our camera. We are right above that lake. That's a good position to be in. I think we're done. We are where we want to be, right over that lake. Cool. Now we need to get busy building some stuff and getting ready to go down to the planet. where are we gonna build this at? I think this is our best bet. We can come out here, make some scaffolding, build right in this middle section here because it's a nice big space, and then we can drop from here. Ooh. Straight down. Cool. All right, I'm gonna get some stuff because I don't have anything. I got some steel on me. Let's eat again. All right. Let's figure out how we're gonna build this thing. I think that'll work. So, for a drop pod, I want to be small grid. So I'm going to use this hinge here. We'll move it down. Where's my velocity? Other way. Like that. Turn our lock on. We'll go ahead and turn our braking torque up and we'll turn it off just so it's nice and rigid. And then I want to come out here. We'll put a connector on here and build our cargo drop pod. So how am I going to do that? Let's start with just some blocks to get the connector on. How about that? Right there? That might be too low. Let's see. If I go here, get my connector. No, I'm not too low, but I'm too far out, so I need a few more blocks. Let's do that. Right in there should do just fine. Connector right there. Cool. And then I can just build this and it should lock into place. Locked. Now I can get rid of all this.
Energy low.
There we go. So that's going to be my starting point for our drop pod. We'll come out here. And I don't know, as far as dropping it, I would like to use just gravity. And the last time we did a drop with our rover on Mars, it really didn't work because I didn't have an artificial mass block. I don't ever use that block, so I didn't think of it. But you guys let me know, artificial mass block with gravity will work just fine instead of using thrusters. So since we're just going to drop it, we'll get maybe, I don't know if I need another gravity gen up here just for that. We could do that. Have it turn on just when we're going to drop and then have it drop and then we'll be good. So I need to get artificial mass block in there, our cargo container. I'd like a survival kit and maybe some other cool stuff. So let me get some energy, let me get some stuff, and then we'll get busy doing that. Okay, I think I'm ready. I had to let my rads go down because I was out in the sun too long, so we're just gonna have to watch that. What I'd like to do is start with maybe a cargo container. Definitely not a small one. I don't think a medium one would do it. Large one would definitely work, but there's also this one. I think I'll go with a large. Let's turn it this way. Yeah, I like that. So we'll do a cargo container. Make sure I get it aligned. Right there. And then maybe, oh man, do I put a survival kit right on the end of that? That would be cool. Let's do that. I don't think I have one on my toolbar. Survival kit. We'll go that way. Boom. That means I'll need some ice. Oh, yeah, I should probably put an H2O2 generator. What else do I need? A battery. Parachutes, some landing gear so it'll lock, an antenna, and then whatever else I might think of. So yeah, here's the main parts. Let's figure out the rest of it. Oh! Oh! Too much rads. I'm gonna have to wait. I think 12 parachutes should be enough for that, don't you? It's getting a little muddy in here with all the, you know, framework. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to weld this up and we'll see what it looks like. And then we'll add the rest of this stuff. We're going to need a remote control maybe. Do I need that? Definitely an antenna. Maybe a camera so I can monitor it, see how we land. I'm going to have to pipe in all this stuff. And then, I need lights. And we'll see what else. Landing gear. Landing gear, and maybe I'll put a floor down here. But I think what we need to do first is get this all welded up so that battery can charge and I can see what I'm doing. So let's get that done, and then I'll bring it back in and we'll move on to the next stage of putting everything else on here we need. Give me some time to think about it too. So yeah, let me do that and then I'll be right back. Depressurize. Thank you very much. Okay. This way. So I'm trying to think of all the things that I want on here. I don't want to make it over complicated, but I want the stuff. So I have an antenna. I'm good there. I put landing gear on the feet here. Everything's piped in. I added an oxygen tank and an H2 tank. Reasons, I guess. I put a vent on here just to maybe set it to depressurize so that if I think we can get oxygen from the planet. So to fill my oxygen tank. Don't know. We're just covering all our bases there. Remote control. And I think that's about it. I need some light and a seat. Oh yeah, artificial mass. Well, let's put that in before I forget and we get in trouble. And there you are. Or a space ball. Does a space ball have gravity too? It takes a gravity component. Ooh, the artificial mass takes a superconductor. 2 of them. Which I guess that's not a problem. Maybe... Yeah, we'll just stick with the artificial mass. And I'm going to come up here. Out of the sun. And what else do I need? I need to put lights on. And I think that's about it. We'll make it pretty. And we'll go from there. I think we're getting close to being able to drop. I'm going to weld this up. I'll add some lights. And then we'll do some programming. I do have an event controller back here. Oh, I haven't put it in yet. I'm going to put an event controller in for the landing gear. So when the landing gear is locked, what I'll do is I'll have a couple timers on here so that the antenna doesn't stay on all the time. It'll come on for a bit and then turn off for a bit just to conserve power. So I also should put an event controller in for the artificial mass block, because I don't know, does that make me heavier in gravity? I don't think so. I'll put it in just in case. So at maybe like 500 meters above the ground, we can turn off the artificial mass block. So a couple event controllers, couple timers, try to stay out of the radiation, weld this all up, and then I think we're going to be good to go. Yeah, I'll weld this all up. See if we can't set up maybe a gravity gen over here on the front of the ship so we can launch this thing down to the planet. It's welded. And I think what we need to do now is program some things so we are ready to go. Oh, nope, it's not welded. I gotta weld up these landing gear. 1, 2, 3, and that one's welded already. Okay, get that done real quick. I think That's everything except for lights. And I'll add that later. Let's go in here and we'll have to get some stuff done. Get some energy. Just a little bit. And I want to look up my landing gear and we'll group those. I'm going to leave auto lock on. So that should be good. What else? We should name this guy. I'll just go in here and we'll say drop pod survival kit. What else? Oh, I should probably do the battery. There we go. And then, yeah, let me just go through and name the rest of this stuff. And then we'll get to the event controllers and program all that stuff. Okay, here's our event controllers. I guess what we'll do is we'll say drop pod comms. And then this one, I'm going to say drop pod mass controller. We get rid of number 2. There. Okay. Here's my antenna. I think that's everything on there. It's pretty much named that I need named. Oh, my timer blocks. We'll need that. Drop pod comms on. Drop pod comms off. I don't need automation. We just need timer block. Yep, we're good. Okay. Now I think we're ready. Nope, we're not ready. One more thing. Okay. So if I look up drop pod now, everything should be there. Here's all my drop pod stuff. Nice. Even the battery. Let's put the battery on recharge for now, just so we can get a charge. And it's only going to take 11 minutes, so we should be good. So, comms event controller. We should probably set up our timer blocks first. So, comms timer block on. We can set up our actions and look up our drop pod stuff, and when it is triggered, we are going to turn on our antenna, and then we're going to trigger timer block off. We'll start it like that. So turn on our antenna and trigger the off cycle. So we'll go back out of there. We'll look at our off cycle, set up actions. And then all you're going to do is turn you off and trigger timer block. Oh, hopefully I chose the right one. Oh, I didn't look up drop. That's why I can't find it. Trigger the on. Start you. So it's off. I think what we'll do is we'll wait for... Oh, I don't know. 25 seconds. It'll start the on. And then the on will wait for, I guess, 25 seconds. So it'll be 50 seconds in between each cycle. That should be okay. But I don't want to start it until it reaches the surface. So I need to set up the event controller for the comms here, so that maybe when I get to, I'll do the landing gear because I think that'll be the best way to do it. So once the landing gear is locked, it'll trigger the timers. So we'll go here, we'll look up drop again, go to groups, or just go home. There's drop pod stuff. We'll just leave it like that. Here's my drop pod landing gear group. So when it is, well, let's go back because I didn't set that right. When the landing gear is locked, that's what I'm looking for. Landing gear mag plate is locked or unlocked. So we'll do that, and we'll add our mag plates that are on this grid, which is all of you. Oh, not you. There. Add those blocks. So that's all of our mag plates. And if, oh, I better do an AND gate just to make sure Should I do an AND gate? The first action is triggered if each block meets the condition. Does that mean they all have to trigger? I'm not a programmer. I don't know these things. I think so. So we'll take the AND gate off. We'll see if it works. If not, the signal will be on and I can just manually do it when I get down there. That's what I'll do. If it runs out of power, then we're in trouble, but we'll see how that goes. So when the mag plates lock, and now we can set our actions, we will start our drop pod timer. And I guess we'll start with the off. So when it's true, we will start that timer.
Meteor storm inbound.
And there's meteor storms. Where you at? I don't see any meteors. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so the comms is set up. The other thing, the other event controller was for the artificial mass. So, okay. Oh yeah, meteors. Now for the artificial mass. Drop pod mass event controller. So we're gonna add our, actually, can we do that? Yes, altitude. So when we reach an altitude of equal or less than 500 meters, I think that's in meters. It doesn't say. So when it's equal or less than 500 meters, we will turn off our, oh, did I not name it? I didn't name it, but I can do this. Artificial mass. It's not even built yet. I need to build it. Let's build it. I forgot to build it. Done. Okay, now we have artificial mass. Mass event controller, select actions. Artificial mass block is now available. So when it is true, we are going to turn you off. Cool. That's set. Comms is set. I should probably make sure that my antenna is all the way up, right? There we go. We should probably turn you off for now. Okay. I did put a gyro on here. I have an H2 tank, an O2 tank, all the fun things. I think I mentioned that. Now I just need to load it up, add some lights, and I think we're good to go. So, yeah. Okay, I was thinking, how am I going to load this cargo? And I think the best way to do it would be to go in here, and if I look up, this is my inventory, I'll look up my assembler. Assembler 1 manual. I want to get rid of all of this stuff. And then everything in here I'll make for the cargo container based on a block. So we'll get rid of all you guys. And then I'll go production, symbol, that's the one I want. And we'll go to large grid blocks. I would like to have just a regular assembler, make the things, a battery, basic refinery, wind turbine please. We'll do 3 of those, 1 cargo container, and maybe a connector. That'll be good. And I think that'll do it. Everything else I can use what I've got here programmed into this for all these components to build the blocks that I need, and then I can use the space miner to bring in resources and we can refine and build what we want. So yeah, I think that's good. I'm gonna let that finish up and then we'll load that into the cargo container, but I think we need to do a gravity gen now and set that up so we have a good drop zone. Let's do that. Field width, we'll bring that down. 40. Height, we'll do 100 meters. That would be 50 meters in each direction. Actually, I think what would be better is if I use build vision so I can see where things are at. That should be good. All right, cool. I'm gonna wait for the parts to be done. I'll move those over and then bring you back in after I get some energy and the food. I'm nervous. I think before we go, let's take you out. And I want to put a camera in. So maybe we'll do this little block. You. Like that. And then do a camera. Okay. I think we're ready. Have a camera. We have all the things. Let's go inside. And then we'll do a drop. I'm really trying to be diligent with this and figuring out everything I need to do to make this a successful drop. And I think I just remembered something that I need to do to make it right. The connectors. I am afraid that the power on the connectors might be too high. So I'm going to turn it down, and I'm also going to label that connector that's on the main ship so that they're going to be low. We're going to call it capital ship drop connector. And I think you're already labeled. Yes, drop pod connector. So now we can set that up for low magnitude, low magnetics, low magnitude, low power for the magnets, so that when this drops, it'll go. And I'm not worried about the connectors keeping it from dropping. I'm thinking of things, man. I'm thinking of things. We're getting close. I'm sorry for bringing you back in and out, but I don't want to have you just look at me thinking and then be like, what's Spirited doing? What's going on? All right. Get a nice little view here. I think that's good. We'll turn off our HUD stuff for now, just so I can see. Okay, menu. I need to turn on my gravity gen. Drop zone gravity gen on. Good to go. Why did I exit? And then I need to, I think I'll just set it up on the hotbar so I can watch it go. So we'll need the connector on our hotbar. I'm not using that hotbar. Let's do that. Okay. Oh, I almost forgot another thing. Dude, I'm getting good at this. So my hatches. Drop pod parachute hatches will auto deploy, and we'll do 500 meters. That should be good. Whew, I'm glad I did that. We would have dropped like a rock and just lost everything. Okay, now I think I'm ready. Cargo's full. Timers are set. Event controllers are set. We are ready. Let's go to our spectator cam and set something nice up. That should be good. Right there. All right. Ready? In 3, 2, 1, drop. It's not dropping. Lock again. I don't know what to do. Try again. 3, 2, 1. It should drop like a rock, and it's not. Okay. I don't know what's going on. In my opinion, it should drop, but it's not dropping. So let me figure this out. I'll bring it back in. We're gonna drop this episode. Be right back. Okay, here's the plan. I've got two options here. Well, the first one is going to be pretty easy. Instead of just unlocking the connector, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off the connector. So if I go in here and go capital ship drop connector. Oh no, I want the G menu. Capital ship drop. That's you. I'm gonna put you there and say off. So we'll try that. And if that doesn't work, I have a hydrogen tank on the pod, so I can just hook up a thruster like I did with the rover on Mars and then just kind of boost it down. So we'll see if this works. If that doesn't, we'll do the thruster. Get you lined up to where I have a nice little view here. There we go. I'm ready. 3, 2, 1, turn it off. Oh, it's going. Go to spectator cam. And the artificial mass is kind of bringing it kind of center. I guess the survival kit's a little heavy. It's good though. Here we go. Alright, it's falling. I think what I want to do is see if I can access it in my menu. If I go here, can I see it? Oh, I didn't rename it. So it should be this one. And if I go into remote, drop pod remote, can I control it? Here I am. Go to our G menu, we'll add our drop pod camera. And then I think what I want to do, just to be safe, we'll put you here and we'll say deploy. Can I just, I'll just open. Don't do that unless it's ready. Did I not add the camera? Let's add the camera. I didn't choose what I was doing. View that. Okay. Let's view. Does it give me speed? I have a speed of 62 meters and rising. Nice. There's the planet. We're kind of dropping sideways. Hopefully the parachutes will make it level and we'll land just right. Cool. All right, I'm gonna wait. We'll get close and then... Oh, I lost communication. I must not have turned the antenna up. Or is that it? Let's try that again. Maybe it was because that was off? Nope. I don't have a choice. Dang it. So I'm gonna be a little cheaty. I'm gonna use my spectator cam to see what's going on. Here we are. We're dropping. We'll just watch it on spectator to see if we blow up. It's got to be close. Are we at 500 yet? Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Deploy. Deploy. Yes. Nice. I have no idea what the speed is, but it looks slow. I'm hoping that wobble will stop. Stop wobbling. Now it's on the other side. The cargo container is heavy. So I'm not sure if the artificial mass is effective when you're on gravity already. We'll have to see. I have that event controller in there, so I'm thinking it'll turn off and then maybe that'll right itself. Maybe not. But it's not a bad angle. It should land and lock, and then we can adjust it when we get down there. But we'll just watch it and see how it lands, and I think we'll have our first cargo drop on the alien planet. And here's the touchdown. Nice. We're crooked, but it's safe. Nothing broken. Cool. So I think that's going to be it for this episode. We got the drop pod. We dropped it and it's safe down on the planet. Next episode, I think what we'll do is we'll make a drone so we have supplies that we can get when we need it up here. And then I think we'll just make sure the space miner is good to go. And then we'll see if we can't take him down and start setting up shop down on the alien planet. Goals there are to look around, see if we can find some proto-tech, but I need some food. So yeah, we'll get some food going, we'll get a base going, and then we'll do some touring of the planet and see what happens next. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and until next time, take it easy everybody. Have a good one.